As the soft glow of dusk painted the sky, Aoi strolled through the town, his heart brimming with the joy of a day well spent with his sister. The streets, however, seemed strangely empty, devoid of the usual townspeople. A sense of unease crept upon him. Something felt amiss. He turned toward home, a quaint wooden house nestled at the end of a lane lined with cherry trees. Their branches, heavy with blossoms, formed a tunnel overhead, their pink petals carpeting the ground. It was here, beneath this floral arch, that Aoi had first laid eyes on Yuna, the shrine girl who'd become his guide and companion in this dreamlike world. But now, as he stood before her shrine, a chill ran down his spine. Yuna, usually vibrant and full of life, appeared weak and frail. Her eyes, clouded with pain, stared vacantly ahead. A single white cherry blossom petal fell from her hair, floating slowly downward like a snowflake in slow motion. Aoi's heart clenched. He reached out to catch the falling petal, his fingers brushing against its velvety softness. In that instant, he saw not just a petal, but a reflection of Yuna's own fading essence. It was then that he truly understood the gravity of their situation. The fantastical world they inhabited, filled with the laughter of his sister and the ethereal beauty of the shrine girl, was built on a foundation of sacrifice and sorrow. The world started to glitch. People began repeating their actions like a broken record. Cherry blossoms fell from the trees in reverse, floating upward instead of drifting down. Time seemed to freeze in these moments, highlighting the stillness and silence that now surrounded him. Aoi stepped closer to Mika, his sister, whose presence was both a solace and a torment. In the quiet moments between them, as they sat beneath the blooming cherry trees, it felt as if the world itself was holding its breath. The air was thick with unspoken emotions, memories, and the haunting realization that this perfect moment, like all others in this dreamlike world, was borrowed time. It was beautiful, yet it felt wrong, as if the universe was pressing the rewind button, replaying moments that should have been long past. This feeling intensified, culminating in an overwhelming sense of foreboding. It was as though the very fabric of this fantasy world was unraveling before him, threatening to pull him back to the harsh reality he'd been trying to escape. Suddenly, Yuna appeared before him, her form shimmering like a mirage in the desert. She was weaker now, her cheeks hollowed, her eyes dull. With each step she took, more petals fell from her hair, floating around her like a macabre halo. She coughed, a sound that tore at Aoi's heartstrings, and a spray of cherry blossom petals erupted from her mouth. She was fading, and with her the illusion of this idyllic world was crumbling. Yuna whispered, her voice hoarse and strained. "My energy is being drained. This world can't keep going. You need to wake up, Aoi." Her words were a stark reminder of the price they had paid to stay here, the immense sacrifice that Yuna had made to keep Aoi and Mika in this dreamlike state. Aoi looked away, unable to bear the sight of her fading form. He felt a surge of determination mixed with guilt. He had to do something, anything to help her, to save her. As if sensing his thoughts, Yuna reached out, her hand translucent like fog on a winter morning. She pressed a small, intricately carved box into his hands. "This is," Yuna began, her voice barely a whisper. "This is for you, Aoi. It was Mika's." As Aoi opened the box, a diary with a leather cover and brass clasp lay inside. On the first page, he found a letter written in his sister's flowing script. "To whoever finds this, if Yuna has entrusted this diary to you, then I am no longer in this world. Please take care of her. It is our fate to protect Yuna. Even in death, my feelings towards my brother will never change. I love you, Aoi. Goodbye." Below her message, Aoi saw another entry dated a few days prior. "If I disappear from this world, it means I have fulfilled my purpose. Don't be sad, Aoi. I will always be with you. Your big sister, Mika." With trembling hands, he turned the page. There, scrunched into the corner of the page, was a smaller folded piece of paper. Unfolding it carefully, Aoi read Yuna's words. "My heart aches with every passing moment. I can't bear to see Aoi in pain. I will do anything to make him happy. Even if it means sacrificing myself, I won't hesitate. Fate has dealt us a cruel hand, but I believe that even in the darkness, love can shine through. If only he could remember, if only he could forgive, if only I could give him back that smile he once had. A wave of nausea washed over Aoi. Everything was crashing down on him, threatening to consume him. Memories flickered at the edge of his awareness. A car horn blare, the screech of tires, his mother's scream, and then a blinding white light. Then there was Yuna, standing in front of him, her eyes filled with determination as she pushed him out of the way, shielding him with her own body. In that final moment, Aoi saw not the shrine girl, but a young girl who loved him, who had given up her life to save his. His gaze returned to the present, to Yuna, whose form was now even more translucent, her features losing definition. He whispered, his voice thick with emotion, "Yuna, I—" She interrupted him, her voice echoing with sadness. "There isn't much time left. You need to let go, Aoi. It's time to wake up from this dream." Her words pierced him like shards of glass, echoing the sentiment he knew she had carried for so long. Aoi struggled to find his voice, to speak the words that had been caught in his throat since the moment he'd entered this world. "Yuna, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry."